Hey, my people, my people. When QBCast starts saying my people instead of hello you, that's how you know there is fire on the mountain. I'm currently in River State, Nigeria, and believe you me, all is not well here. All is not well here at all. This is QBCast TV. There is fire on the mountain. Nobody seems to be on the run. There is fire on the mountain. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu, has declared a state of emergency in River State, Nigeria, a declaration that a lot of people think is totally unconstitutional, even though he was quoting the Constitution while declaring the state of emergency. Not only did he declare a state of emergency, the president also suspended the governor of River State, Governor Sim Fubara. He didn't stop there. He also suspended his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odo, and members of the State House of Assembly.
By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Similai Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly state are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months.
He didn't stop there. He went ahead to appoint Admiral Ibokete Abbas as the administrator over River State. You can see for yourself.
In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Ibokete Abbas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state and the interests of the good people of Rivers State.
A lot of people are not pleased. A lot of people are not happy. Of course, there are people who are celebrating the development, but a lot of people all over Nigeria, people from River State and outside of River State, are crying out, are shouting out. People are speaking up that this is not good. One of the many people who have spoken up is our screen goddess, Hilda Dokubo, a politician and an actress in Nigeria.
So why are you tagging the governor and the deputy? What has the deputy done wrong in all of this? So there's a plot, there's somebody's dream that must come true because perhaps he thinks he's bigger than the rest of the world. So what has the president been listening to? Who has he been talking to? Because it looks as if, everything is wrong with Fubara, but nothing is wrong with his minister.
One of the many people who are speaking up, who are vocal about this whole thing, who are not keeping their opinion to themselves, but are speaking against this power play, is a very well-known, very dark man. He's asking, who is the president of Nigeria? Who really is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
I have a question. Who is the president of Nigeria? Is it Asiwaju Bola Tinubu or is it Nyesom Wike? Because it's looking as if anything Wike wants, that's what Tinubu does. It's looking as if Tinubu does not care. He's not even balanced in his analysis or in his judgment. If Wike wants it, Wike gets it. So Wike and Fubara get problem. When Fubara decided to go and meet the president said, go back to the agreement you have with Wike. Who is Wike? When we say the governor of a state come to the president, they say go back. Does that mean Wike is in charge of the country? Then when Fubara decided to be stubborn, we just see news now say they've suspended Fubara for 6 months. They've brought in a sole administrator to be in charge of the state for 6 months. Not just that, they sent military to the government house and Fubara don't run. As of now, nobody knows where Fubara is anymore. Fubara is no longer anywhere to be found. So governor, don't bagger. Inside democracy, inside democratic system of government, where you people claim that this man was elected by his people, although it's now obvious that he was never elected, you people put him there. That's why you people can refer him to an agreement.
It's a question on the minds of many. Why does the president of Nigeria seem to favor the FCT minister? And what exactly is the problem between the FCT minister and the governor of Rivers State? What was the agreement they had? We've been hearing, go and do what you agreed. Go and do according to the agreement. What agreement? We are all Nigerians, especially those of us from Rivers State. We want to know what the agreement is. Hilda Dokupo is also asking the same question. What is the agreement?
He was governor when he was fighting Chibuike Rotimi. Rivers people stood by him because what Rivers people do not like is oppression of any kind. If you have finished and you have to go, let the next person serve. You don't stick yourself on top of the person's head, yelling down. What is the problem? Can Nyesom Wike come out and tell people what the problem is?
Even I want to know. The government, people in the government, the president, are they listening? Do they care? Amidst what is happening and what is unfolding, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has broken his silence. He has written to the people of Rivers State. I'm going to read what he wrote. The executive governor of Rivers State writes, and I read, "My dear Rivers people, I address you today with a deep sense of responsibility and calm as we navigate this unfortunate moment in our state's political history. Since assuming office as your governor, all my actions and decisions have been guided by my constitutional oath of office and a great sense of duty. We prioritized the protection of lives and property and ensured the continuous progress of our state. Even in the face of the political impasse, we have remained committed to constitutional order and the rule of law, putting the interest of our people above all else. This was why, immediately after Mr. President's intervention to broker peace, we did not hesitate to implement the agreed terms in good faith, including welcoming back commissioners who had previously resigned on their own volition. Furthermore, we moved swiftly to comply with the Supreme Court's order, the Supreme Court's judgment, Immediately, we received the certified true copy of the judgment to return the state to normalcy. These steps were taken not for personal gain, but to foster peace, unity, and stability in our dear state. Unfortunately, at every turn, members of the Rivers State House of Assembly frustrated our efforts, thus making genuine peace and progress difficult. Our priorities remained the security of lives and property and advancing the well-being and prosperity of Rivers people. Yes, we had political disagreements, but good governance had continued. Salaries have been paid, and great projects were being executed to move the states forward. Above all, Rivers State is safe, secure, and peaceful under our watch. At this critical time, I urge all Rivers people to remain peaceful and law-abiding. We will engage all relevant institutions to ensure that our democracy remains strong and that Rivers State continues to thrive. We have always been resilient people, and we will face the situation with wisdom, patience, and unwavering faith in the democratic process. I just hope so. He said unwavering faith in the democratic process. Do you have unwavering faith in the democratic process of Nigeria? Well, let's just round up what he said. He said, God bless Rivers State, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Sir, Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS. Okay. You're Nigerian. And you know what Nigerian politics has been like. Do you have faith in the democratic process we have in Nigeria? Do you have faith in? Do you?
Okay, very quickly. Let me first come in from an interpretation of the Constitution, which the President himself highlighted. He said he was acting within the purview of Section 305 of the Constitution. Section 305 of the Constitution explains the circumstances under which the President shall declare a state of emergency. And the conditions are properly stated. If the country is facing a threat of war or imminent war, is Nigeria facing the threat of war in Rivers State? That's one question.
I reside in Port Harcourt. I go out every single day to do my work, and all of you know how my work can be. It's inside every bush and every street and everything. So no, there was no emergency. And we haven't heard any news of any blown up pipe until they came in on Saturday and left. So they should tell us what happened. Who blew up the pipe? They need to tell us.
It also talks about, a situation whereby something could happen in any part of the Federation where, Nigeria could find itself in a chaotic situation. The President is required to act. Number 3, where the governor in that particular state does not immediately respond, to the crisis situation and does not approach the President to act in the national interest. So those conditions are properly spelled out. However, that same Section 305 says that the President, will give a proclamation which will be gazetted, and then will go to the National Assembly, and the National Assembly, if it's in session within, 48 hours, would act. If it's in recess, within 10 days, will act. If the National Assembly does not consider that particular proclamation, gazetted proclamation, valid, then it will vote otherwise. 2/3 majority of the two houses, the Senate and the House of Representatives, and if that happens, the decision is abated. Okay? Now, because we are constrained by time, let me now say that Section 305, which the President quoted, is the operative principle. Now, let's look at what the President said. I think that the President has violated the Constitution, even within the purview of Section 305. And he has violated the Constitution because he was not properly advised to respect that section of the Constitution. In what regard did he violate that section of the Constitution? In fact, he acted as the dictator by saying that the administrator that he has appointed can make regulations and laws will be made for the River State House of Assembly henceforth by the Federal Executive Council. The Federal Executive Council does not have such powers. Section 11 of the same constitution says that, look, when there is a state of emergency, it's only the National Assembly that can make laws for a state House of Assembly. Now, President Tinubu has appropriated unto himself the powers to make laws for the River State House of Assembly. That's an impeachable offense. I don't know whether the National Assembly will have the courage either to reject his gazetted proclamation or to proceed on an issue of impeachment against him for violating the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
What do you think? Those of you who are abreast of the facts, who have an idea of what is happening, who are aware and well updated, was the state of emergency, the declared state of emergency by the President of Nigeria, was it necessary? Is the state in a situation where a declaration of state of emergency was necessary? Is it in that kind of situation? Do we have the situation mentioned by Dr. Abati existing in River State right now? Besides that, why didn't the president stop at declaring a state of emergency? Why did it go further? Further to suspend the governor, to suspend his deputy, because in the absence of the governor, the deputy was supposed to act. Is it constitutional? And then he suspended the House of Assembly members, the State House of Assembly members. The question I have is, the government we have in Nigeria, are they for the people? Are they listening? Are they hearing? Or are they silencing the people? Do they have heart for the people? Do they love this nation? Do they mean well for us? Are we safe? Are our children safe? Are our parents safe? Is our country safe? Because a lot of us feel oppressed, silenced, intimidated, threatened. Be good. God bless Nigeria. And to you, my brown honeys, who are based in River State, Nigeria, please be watchful, be vigilant, be careful, be safe. Till I come your way again, have light, have peace. I love you. Mwah.